Greetings, nerds, and happy Thanksgiving. In this episode of Snapadelphia, which is episode number 16, I'm going to be working on this area that's called Pilfer Square. So, without any further ado, let's hop right into it. So, this area is a lot smaller compared to Snap Out of It. Let's go ahead and work on Pilfer Square. Before we begin, I got some backup just in case if I feel hot or if I'm burning up. We're going to go ahead and work on Pilfer Square. Pilfer Square got its name from the time Instagrampolis stole some of Snapadelphia's area. Instagrampolis stole an airport from Snapadelphia that's right by the wetlands. This is basically a reference from the time Instagram stole some of Snapchat's ideas, like back in 2017, I think. Yeah, and the word pilfer it's a fancy word that means steal. So I decided to name an area Pilfer Square because Snapchat got some of its stuff stolen from Instagram. In Snapadelphia, Snapchat as a city got some of its area stolen from Instagrampolis. So I guess that completely makes sense. You know, Pilfer Square, it wasn't always called Pilfer Square. It used to be called Khaled Square. Pilfer Square, formerly called Khaled Square, named after that artist DJ Khaled, who's regarded as the king of Snapchat. Yeah, and there's this diagonal street called Pilfer Street, which it used to be called Khaled Street, but it was renamed to Pilfer Street due to the Instagram Snapchat situation. And not only that got its name changed, but the whole area of Khaled Square that changed to Pilfer Square. And there's this river that used to be called Snapadelphia River, but that also got its name changed, and it's now called Khaled River. I want Snapadelphia to completely relate to the reality of cities across the globe. Cities across the globe, they would have parks, roadways, skyscrapers, all that stuff would get their names changed after a certain period of time
For instance, in Chicago, that infamous skyscraper, the Willis Tower, that used to be called the Sears Tower, that ginormous building is a perfect example of a name change that's pretty much drastic, and that's a normal thing to go through. That's a normal thing for a city to go through. Another perfect example of a name change is the Air Canada Centre, located in Toronto, Canada, a popular sports entertainment venue that's home of the NBA Toronto Raptors. It was called the Air Canada Centre for over a decade, and many months ago, it got its name changed. That it might have shocked the Canadians out there, maybe some Americans, but just people, they realized that the Air Canada Centre got its big name change. Now the sports venue is called Scotiabank Arena. That's what most cities go through. Name changes. Just name changes everywhere. Certain places getting a new name, it's like getting yourself a different hairstyle. Let's say a 24-year-old woman has long curly hair, and that woman plans on getting a short hairstyle that's just like Ellen DeGeneres' hair. This has to do with experiencing new concepts of life and moving past the previous concepts, because people will get tired of experiencing the same concept over and over and over again. It's like sports teams also some sports teams got their name changed, I'm sure, and they would get new logos. done here, we're actually gonna move on to the next borough of Snapadelphia, West Snapadelphia. This is Pilfer Square is the last area of the East Snapadelphia borough to be worked on.
Why am I such a downright god? Alright, so here's the finished area of Pilfer Square. We got the rest of the Khaled River. Here is Pilfer Square Condo Resort. Row buildings, of course. Here is a college and also a subway station. Here's a big fat community complex that includes a water park, stores, all that. Basically, it's a mall. We got some stores in this area. Here's Pilfer Street, a diagonal street. One of the most popular streets of Snapadelphia. Here is Snapadelphia Public Gardens. Here is Pilfer Street Park. I want to include this little cutie triangular billboard. I don't know if you can see that because I currently got the flashlight on for this camcorder. And here's Pilfer Square. Alright nerds, that's going to be the end of this episode of Snapadelphia. Stay tuned for more content. I hope this episode was really enjoyable to watch. Feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Dork alert!